So the section on membership is a very important one. I want us, all of us, to read now on page 21.
No to Cape Town.
Page 21. The membership fee of the organization is 20 rand for 24 months. So that is 10 rand per year. It's a statement of commitment that you are a member of the organization. If you feel like you can pay more to the organization. Your membership has expired. Are you still interested in being a member? After 24 months. So you can't say, no, because it's 20 rand, let me give it 100 rand, I'm making it 10 years joining. No, it doesn't work like that. After every 24 months, you must renew the membership of Mkondo is a party. Are we still together, comrades? And then upon joining the organization, each member is going to sign a declaration which reads as follows. Let's read together, all of us. I voluntarily join Mkondo as a party as an individual who is committed to apply and uphold this constitution, values, objectives, principles, and discipline. I commit that I will never be involved in divisive and factional activities and that is to undermine the unity and discipline of the organization. I was not associated with external forces and seek to destroy and undermine the unity of the organization. I will try to realize all its aims and objectives. I join the FKP with full knowledge and understanding that the national high command, the national officials have the right to terminate my membership of the FKP for political and organizational reasons and purposes. I joined the FKP with full knowledge and I'm not entitled to any position of responsibility in the organization and will always abide by and respect the decisions of the leadership. I commit to serve the people of South Africa, the African continent, and the world in unity and unification. I am not joining Mkondo as a party for personal gains and self-engagement, but to advance to cause a total government. I consider myself specifically bound by the fiscal goal of FKP. I promise not to take the organization to court until all information will be accessible. So that is the principle which is going to guide all of us. And then we must also make you aware of the last section on the membership section that says the national officials of Mkondo as a party will be allowed within applicable legislation to utilize part of all of the data provided by members for responsible and sound programs aimed at building their capacity and building the organization. So, you know, due to this Popia Act, once you provide your email address, your phone number, we'll use that phone number to update you about organizational issues or about issues which we think are useful for the organization. So that clause had to be mentioned here so that when you receive messages, you must say, no, but I did not sign for this. So this is to cover that aspect. Section 5B is on the duties of members and obligations of what is expected, that all members are obliged and to be loyal to the organization, that they must engage in genuine criticism and self-criticism as an organization as to what we seek to achieve, that all members must study the Constitution and the Code of Conduct of the organization. And then Section 6 speaks to the rights of members, that MKP members have got the right to attend all the relevant meetings, read relevant MKP documents, and benefit from MKP education and training. So those rights are outlined up until page 24. Now, in terms of structures of the organization, this is now the organogram of the organization. The president is the commander general and president of the organization who leads this organization. And he's going to have an advisory council called the Royal House, which is comprised of the recognized kings and queens, who will give constant guidance and counsel to the organization to say that we believe that these are areas that there must be responsibility and articulation on. And underneath the Royal House will have something called the Council of Traditional and Religious Leaders, who will be from all over South Africa, all corners of South Africa, who are going to be where the national leadership will go and say that these are our policies, this is our manifesto, this is where we report to. There is no conference in terms of these structures, but we're going to report to leaders who have got defined constituencies. And we believe those are the traditional and religious leaders. And we must start from the beginning so that we educate those who are going to criticize you about this. When the South African Natives National Congress was launched on the 8th of January 1912, in its founding constitution, there was a structure above the National Executive Committee called the Council of Elders, which was comprised of religious and traditional leaders. So no one is going to criticize you that where do you get this from? We know it has happened in the past. That we must always seek guidance from people who have got defined constituencies and are leaders of society in their own right. So we're going to have that council which will sit from time to time. And then we've got national officials. National officials are a structure. So you can have national officials meeting as a structure which is comprised of the president, deputy president, secretary general, deputy secretary general, national organizer, national chairperson, deputy national chairperson, and treasurer general. They take decisions and get to report to a higher structure called the National High Command. The National High Command is the highest decision-making body. It is comprised of the officials and the members who are not going to exceed 45. We do not have the full complement now, but the National High Command is the highest decision-making body. It's the body that adopted this constitution, which is law in the organization now. I was giving an example yesterday in Polokwane that the president, before the National High Command meeting said, had gone through the draft constitution 4 or 5 times and approved of each and every sentence. But when we got the National High Command, and the National High Command says, we want to have a view, and we want to give perspective on each and every page, we want to recommend that certain phrases must be written differently. He said, of course we will allow that because we are saying that this is the highest decision-making body. So the National High Command already has demonstrated its capacity to take rational decisions on behalf of the organization. You know what, the meeting was supposed to take 2 days, but a third day had to be extended, spending time each and every sentence as to what should be the nature and character of the organization. And those structures are outlined there. And then there's a structure called the secretariat. The secretariat is a national working committee of whom Congress is a part. It doesn't take decisions, it implements decisions. Once decisions have been taken that we're going to have activities in the whole of South Africa to mark the 16th of December, the secretariat must sit and say, what exactly do we do? What do we do in Mpumalanga on the 16th of December? What do we do in KwaZulu-Natal? What are the activities and who is going to secure the venue? And the secretariat must also be replicated at provincial level.